Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Cyber Warzone stream. Let's take a look as if everything has been set up correctly. It looks like everything is okay. It looks like everything is okay. Alright, we are live. So today it has gone public that the Twitter account of Trump um, was breached by ethical hackers from the Netherlands. And um, yeah, I want to take a look at how this is being covered in the news, on the news from what I get from the Netherlands. Maybe you get some other news. Maybe it is not even shared in the location where you are. But yeah, let's take a look at what has happened and what the news is sharing about this Twitter hack. So in the coming, I think, minutes, hours, maybe even, we're going to cover the Twitter hack on the Twitter profile of President Trump. So yeah, let's take a look. So the first time that I heard of it was actually on Twitter. Uh, was shared on Twitter last week. Victor Gevers is one of the ethical hackers which actually did the research and was able to guess the password. And in my eyes, this is actually very concerning. There can be thousands of reasons why that password was used. I really don't care what the password was actually, but it is very clear that no extra security layers were implemented to protect that account. And of course, it is just speculation to say the Twitter account of President Trump had been hacked in the past years, because this information has been released just recently, and it is not the first time that the Twitter account of President Trump was compromised like this. So, as you can see, it is actually quite recent. This whole event is quite recent. We have the Dutch newspaper Volkskrant sharing some information on this. We have Vrij Nederland, which is sharing information on this. The Guardian also finally catched up on this. And as you can see, multiple websites are now slowly but certainly um, are collecting the information. Um, so let's take a look at what the Guardian is sharing. So you can read the news at the Guardian website, theguardian.com. And if you search for Trump's Twitter hacked after Dutch researcher claims he guessed password, um, you will get this page, this information. Let me take a sip of my tea. The story has been covered by Adam Gabbett, And he explains that the security researcher, ethical hacker Victor Gewes, was able to guess the password of the Twitter account. And the funny thing about this complete event is actually that in 2016, 4 years ago, he was part of the same group of people that actually hacked into the Twitter account of Trump. And it is really funny that he is the same guy again that is showing this information to Trump. Um, let's see. He said that he was trying to log into it, and at his fifth attempt, it worked. And the password stands for "Make America Great Again." So Trump, you did choose a nice password this time, but yeah, your team or the people that should help you in this matter, they left the doors open for those for people that do not own your account. Let's continue. Um, so Twitter is denying this report. They are stating via that there's no evidence on this. But yeah, why would somebody make this up? It is not a small claim, and um, yeah, I'm very curious on how they did the research and claimed that no evidence is found. Um, of course, after the breach, um, Victor Gewes was able to send a message to almost 90 million users. So again, this is a very powerful account. Um these type of accounts should not get in the hands of bad actors. And actually, these type of accounts should never get in the hands of somebody else than the person who is owning that Twitter account. Um, so the story continues. He explains that a day later, the two-factor authentication was enabled on Trump's Twitter account. So maybe Twitter can also take a look now and explain that attacks are actually happening. Um, yeah, and then the story actually repeats that uh, Victor Gewes was the first one to actually find this in 2016. And back then the password was "You're fired." So let's take a look. It went from "You are fired" to MAGA 2020 with the extra character. So he did learn something from the last time, and this time I hope he found out that two-factor authentication is something that you need to have. And yeah, let's take a look at what other channels are stating about this breach. So this is a story on The Verge, covered by Adi Robertson, and you can find his Twitter here. And he's also linking back to the first sources that actually cover this item in the Dutch language. And yeah, again, Twitter says that They say it is not true, but yeah, I don't understand why they would say that. And yeah, this it's a little bit conflicting actually if you read it like this. Yeah, and again, it is not like Geves did this for the money, because it's not like he is going to get a big sum of money now because he made this public. It does help him, of course, in the future, but I don't think he needs that type of help and assistance. I think he just found this and he wanted to share this with the world. And yeah, Trump, there you go. We have some people in the Netherlands which can do these type of stuff. Let's see. What is Twitter saying about this? Look at Twitter. Let's see. So people are sharing the Guardian article. Here we see another article on Russian hacking and the election infrastructure. Interesting article. So there we go. We got that one. Let's go back. Okay. So, of course, a lot of information is being shared about the elections. Yahoo has covered the story. Even TMZ is covering it. Crazy, crazy. So yeah, this is really funny. So yeah, it's I'm really curious on why Twitter is saying that they were not able to find anything and that they actually did perform extra security measures on the Twitter account of the president. Um, Maybe they should check who did the audit. All right, all right. So here you have another one. Threadpost has covered this item. This Becky Brecken, which has posted this on Threadpost. So he did get a nice letter from the Secret Service. So again, the Secret Service says thank you. Twitter says nay, it didn't happen. And yeah, it is a very bad moment for Trump, actually, that this news is coming out. This during the elections, of course. And there's already a lot of heat on the United States, of course, because they are big, they are present. Cyber war, hacking, everything is growing. And yeah, this you are a target. There's not one chance that you are not going to become a target in the coming years. You have to consider a lot of databases have been leaked, a lot of credentials, a lot of history. People know what you are interested in. Companies like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, they all have this type of information on you. And you don't even need to have a Twitter account or Facebook account, because all of these giant services actually they utilize smart methods to keep track of the values that they are after. And yeah, let's take a look on what is being shared on the web about Trump's Twitter hack. Hey, we got a message from Louise. Let's do this. All right. So again, I don't do this often. I think this is my second or third live stream, and I'm just playing around with the toolings that I have, and yeah, we will see how this goes. There's always room for improvement, right? All right, let's take a look. Somebody posted a nice tweet. Trump's new campaign message. Actually, everyone, my Twitter was hacked. Sorry about that. I'm actually a really nice person and I just want what is best for everyone. Vote for me and I will have everything sorted. Hugs and kisses. Y'all. True to the power. Great. Let's give this a like and do a retweet. This is awesome. So yeah, this is I like these type of things. All right, let's continue. All right, some people laughing about the situation, and actually I expected a lot more people to tweet on this, but it is pretty silent if you see it like this. All right. So we also have TechCrunch reporting on this now. Let's take a look on what they are saying. So this article is being covered by Zach Whittaker. You can also follow him on Twitter. And he has written this for TechCrunch. You can find the article on their website. Let's take a look. So again, they explained that a security researcher was able to access the information. They explain a little bit about the background of Victor Gevers. They explained that he emailed the United States Computer Emergency Response Team and various other organs of the United States which handle the security. It continues. Again, they explained that the first time that Gevers was able to do this was in 2016. And the way how they were able to do this was because LinkedIn had a massive breach and a lot of credentials were actually leaked. And in that database breach, the password of Trump was also listed down. And the guys were able to extract the information and crack it, and in that way they had a human readable password. Let's take a look how the story continues. And I totally agree on this part. It is really, really bad that such powerful accounts are not being protected in the right way, and that they actually remain open to the outside world. And we need to remember it is not just Twitter.com that needs to take action on this, right? It is also the people that utilize the service of Twitter or any other service. And it should become mandatory that you should have at least multiple security layers. So yeah, this article was covered by Zach Whittaker. Let's take a look on what more is being shared. Okay. Yeah. So everybody is talking about the Russians, but I think people should be curious if other nations, and including the Russians, actually already have access to the accounts of the Trump administration. Of course, I'm just an outsider. I don't know everything, and I'm just speculating and taking a dive on the web to see what is being shared. So yeah, it continues. It is. I don't think a lot of new information will be released about this hack. Yeah, I think it is up to Victor Gevers to share more info, and if he is going to do that, you will certainly find it on the web. Follow his Twitter account. Let's take a look. There we go. This is his Twitter account, and make sure to click on follow and yeah, support this guy. Um, Trump has 90 million followers. Let's give this guy at least 1 million and be happy with it, right? I'm actually quite happy that it was not a nation that brought this leak to the public, because that would also have had a bad impact. And yeah, Trump, stay safe. Protect your accounts better, man. You can do this. Let me know what you think, guys, and of course, hit the subscribe button. Follow Cyber Warzone on Facebook, Twitter. Visit the website. Support us. Do what you can, but the most important thing is stay safe, stay healthy, and see you next time, guys.